good? Hey, come in, take a seat facing the whiteboard, spread out. Okay, to get started today, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Mr. McMartin. I am a student at UNI. I'm going to school for physical education and health. Hopefully in about a year, well actually in a year hopefully, I will have my own class. I'll be in my own school teaching. So this is part of my experience. I come to, I'll do elementary, middle, and high school and teach some lessons and hopefully have a lot of fun and learn something along the way. Also my partner, he's going to be running the camera for me. You are on camera. Is Mr. Armstrong. He's doing the same thing as me. He's a classmate. He's you may have him in the next 2 weeks. We'll be back another 2 weeks, so I want to introduce him, let you know who he is. And today, do you know what you're going to be doing? Yoga. Have you done yoga before? Raise your hand. Okay, a handful of you have done yoga before. What can someone, by raising their hand, tell me a benefit of yoga before we get started? Flexibility, yes, that is a big benefit of yoga. Flexibility, help you move better, help prevent injuries. Does anyone in here play a sport? Raise your hand. Okay, do you think flexibility is important in your sport? Yes, flexibility helps you prevent those injuries, stay loose, don't pull, tear those muscles, so you can be a better athlete. Any other benefits of yoga? Relax, okay? Stress reducer. Doing yoga helps you relax, helps you calm down. So today we're going to start with a warm-up. I'll get you into that. We're going to play a little tag game, get the blood pumping, hopefully get some competitive juices flowing. And then we're going to cool down the rest of the time doing yoga and try and relax and calm down. Some expectations going into yoga. We respect everyone around us. Okay, I'll get you into a formation with our mats when we get started, but that means our voices are off. We're focusing on ourselves, doing the best that we can. We're not laughing. Some of the poses may be funny to you. You may fall over. That's okay. We're not laughing. We're not joking around about it. We're respecting everyone around us. We're trying to make this a good experience for everyone. Sound good? Yeah, okay. I love the enthusiasm. So to get started, we're going to do a warm-up. What I want you to do, you see the black lines that outline the basketball court. What we're going to do is we're going to start in this corner. Now I want you to shuffle down this way. You know what shuffle is? My hips are square to the basketball court. Sink my hips down, bend my knees. I'm going to shuffle down. Then I'm just going to jog around to the end. When I get to that end, what do you think I'm going to do over? I'm going to shuffle back over, and then I'm going to jog. Okay, we're going to do that 3 times. This doesn't have to be a race. This is just a slow, kind of get your blood pumping before we get into our tag game. Are there any questions about that? Shuffle, then what? Then what? And then what? Okay, good. Can I get everyone to stand in this corner and I will get you started. I'm going to get you started myself. Ready? You're up first, bud. Go. 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 Come on. Get into it. Come on, fellas. Come on. Go. Go. 3 laps. Spread out. There we go. Good job. Slow and easy.
I'm Mrs. Zander.
Jacob McMartin.
I'm, well, I forget her last name. She just got married.
Griner.
Griner, that's how you say it. Griner's sub today.
Okay.
So I'm usually in here for her quite a bit because I went to school for PE too.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
So you're doing yoga with them today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
It'll be all right. We did it last week with the girls. It went decent.
Okay.
I can hardly touch my toes, so
Yeah.
they know I'm faking it a little bit, but it worked. 3 laps around. Nice, easy pace. Doesn't have to be a race. Doesn't have to be a race. Hey, when you complete those 3 laps, come sit right here for me. Nice, easy pace. Hey, when you're done, come take a seat right here. Stay away from the edge where people are running. Facing that whiteboard again for me. Thank you. Nice job, fellas. When you're done, take a seat back over here. Stay away from the edge. When you're done, take a seat back over here. Facing the whiteboard. Stay away from the edge where people are still running. Yikes. Okay, so we got our warm-up in. We're going to get into a little tag game, hopefully have some fun. Some of you may have not played this tag game for years. This is a really simple one. Has anybody played line tag? Yeah. All played line tag. Some of you probably haven't played it for 3-4 years maybe. You played it what?
Last year.
Last year, yeah. Last year maybe you played it. Okay, so these rules may be a little different than you've played before. I'm going to explain them. Voices off, please. I'm going to explain them. Okay, line tag. You have to stay on a line the whole time. What you can't do, you can't jump from line to line. So if I'm here, that's a line right there, right? But I can't go here. I have to go to an intersection of that line, turn, and go up. Okay? Now, I'll choose 3 people to be it. Not yet. I will though. 3 people to be it. They're going to start in the center circle. If they tag you, you stop where you are and you're a roadblock until another classmate comes up and touches you. Okay, a person that is not it. Now there's lots of lines in here, and I want to point something out. I have our yoga mats out there on the floor. Okay, try and stay away from those yoga mats over there. Don't run into them. Don't trip over them. I think a couple of them may be laying over a line, and I'll fix that. So we'll play a couple rounds of this, keep our blood pumping, have some fun, and then we're going to get into our yoga. Are there any questions? Question?
Yes. So like if you're on a different line than the other person, will they tag you?
No, they have to be on the same line as you to tag you, too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I can't stand here and tag my buddy when he's standing right next to me. We have to be on the same line. Okay, be honest. Any other questions? We'll see. Who wants to be it? Who wants to be it? We'll go you, and you. Now you 3 go stand on that black center circle there. Everyone else, find a line. What? Who's someone else?
Fake being tagged?
What?
Can you fake?
No. Come on. I like the strategy, but no. Hey, find a line. Voices off. When I say go, no, maybe. When I say go, we're going to begin. Ready? Go. Stay on the line. You're already off. That is a line, but you got to keep moving. So get on one of the long ones, okay? Stay. There we go. Okay, hey, get on the line. You got to keep moving, okay? 1539. Don't worry about music right now, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get forward.
Keep moving. Oh. Get up, get up. Stay on the line, stay on the line. Stay on your lines. You're on like 4 different lines.
No hair.
Okay, hey, we're gonna do one more round. I want to talk about a few things before we get started though. I see a lot of you that aren't even close to being on a line, honestly. Like, there's no other way to put it. Not even close. Try and stay on that line. You may have to walk slower or run slower, but stay on that line the whole time. Okay, make sure we're not tagging in the head, neck area. Be honest if you get tagged. Don't fake a tag and just stand there. Try and keep moving. Who wants to be it?
Please.
These three right here.
Oh, let's go.
Yep, you three. What's up?
So if like someone's on like a line, you know,
Yep.
and they get tagged, can anybody come tag them?
Yep.
Or is it
Anybody. Yep, tie your shield. Oh, wait. Find the line, spread out. Make sure you keep moving the whole time. When I say go, begin. Ready? Go. Stay on your line. Stay on your line. Keep moving. Keep moving. Got him. Stay on your line.
Something that might help this game is if they had a goal for the kids. Got a lot of standers. So if you had a goal, if you get to all four corners, you score a point for yourself. So just an idea.
Yep.
And the center, if you get to all four corners in the center circle,
You.
within this round, you score a point for yourself. See how many points you can get. That way they're moving.
Yeah.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to move into yoga after this round.
But then a noodle helps know who's it.
Yep.
So when she
Especially if they're all white.
I would have took it.
Yeah. Hey, bring it down here. Take a seat.
I didn't get it at all. I didn't know
Okay, so now we're going to get into our yoga. I'm going to kind of explain how it's going to go and reiterate some expectations I have for you. We're going to do basic yoga poses. Okay, so to start, we're going to start on our feet, do some basic poses. We're going to learn how we're supposed to breathe, to count those poses, and then we're going to go to our bottoms and do some on the mat, okay? At the end of it, depending on how we do, we're going to try and do a flow from different poses to the next one. Okay, it's a little more challenging. It may be hard. My expectation is that everyone tries. Okay, trust me, I'm learning yoga as I go. I am not a master yogi. I don't do this every morning before I come here or go to school, but try everything, give it a good effort, and respect those around you. So, should we be talking while we're doing yoga? No. It's hard to relax when you have 4 buddies around you that are talking and cracking jokes, right? Okay, just make sure we respect everyone. We have a nice, relaxing environment. We're going to have some music going, and hopefully you get something out of this. So when I'm done talking, what I want you to do, you see yoga mats laying up against the bleachers right there. Right, can everybody see those? Okay, I'm going to dismiss the group to go get a yoga mat. I want everyone to take that yoga mat, lay it long ways around the center circle. Okay, the center circle is that black circle where the taggers started. Long ways around that center circle. Now this is a pretty big class. We're gonna have to spread out because I want you to be able to stand on your mat, hold your hands out, and you shouldn't be able to touch anyone around you. Okay, and as soon as you get your mat and lay it down, you can take your shoes off, stand on the mat quietly, okay? Ready? Go. Hopefully there's enough mats. Facing the center circle, spread out. You shouldn't be able to touch anyone around you. There we go. Get different layers. Perfect. Perfect. There you go. When you get your mat, stand on it quietly. You can take your shoes off if you'd like. You don't have to. I'm going to go right here. Is that okay? Can I go here? Okay, good. Okay, reach out. Make sure you're not touching anyone. Standing on the mat. Standing on the mat. Facing inward. Can everyone see me here? Okay, good. So, to get started, we're going to practice our breathing. So this may be different how you've done it in the past.
You breathe.
We're going to use a breath cycle to hold our poses, to count our poses for us. And that cycle is going to be 4 counts in through the nose and 4 counts out through the mouth. That is one cycle. Okay? So I want you to practice that now. I want you to stand on your mat. Stand on your mat, just hands down at your side, and you're going to do 4 of those breath cycles. So it's 4 counts in. Ready? In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. 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 Okay, those are breath cycles. What is a breath cycle? You go in how many?
4.
4, and you go out how many?
4.
Okay, so we're going to do per pose, we're going to try and do 5 breath cycles. Okay, so right now I want everyone standing on their mat, standing still, hands down at their sides. I want you to close your eyes and do 5 breath cycles on your own. Okay, practice that slow in, eyes closed, and that slow out. Eyes closed. Good job. Standing still, not distracting those around you. When you're finished, you can open your eyes. And then we're going to begin. Okay, so our first pose today. There's different things you can call it. We're going to call it the big toe pose. This is you're literally just reaching down and touching your toes. So you're going to start with feet facing forward, about hip width apart. You're just going to roll your body over and reach down to your toes. If you can't touch your toes, that's fine. I struggle to touch my toes. So I'm going to reach down and I'm going to grab at my shins or my calves. And I'm going to hold that for 5 breath cycles. Ready? Begin. Try and keep those legs straight. Okay, good job. When you're done, just return to standing straight up when we're doing these standing poses. So when you're done, just stand right up. You can have your eyes open and try and stay still, not distract those around you. Okay, the next pose we're going to do is going to be a chair pose. So feet about hip width apart or a little further. You might be on the edge of your mat. Try and keep your toes forward to slightly out if you want to. And you're just going to take your hips. You're going to sink them backwards like you're sitting in a chair. Now, before you do it, I noticed this last class, and I noticed a lot of people doing this. I coach middle school football. When first time people get into like a squat or like a chair pose, they want to do this. What's wrong with this picture? I'm pushing my knees forward, and my heels are coming off the ground, okay? You don't want to put that pressure on your knees. You want to sit back like you're sitting in that chair, and you're going to hold your hands over your head. If you can't go down all the way, that's fine. Sit right about here. Stay balanced. If you have to, hold your arms out to stay balanced. 5 breath cycles. Good job. Okay. Now the next pose. I just call it sumo pose. There's a few different names, Garland pose, other things. So you can turn on your mat for this pose. That's what I'm going to do so I can get a wide stance. You're going to get a wide stance. You're going to point your toes slightly outward, and you're going to squat right between your legs. Now this might be hard for some people. Okay, it can be difficult for me some days. You're going to squat down between your legs, and you're going to put your elbows between your knees. Now, if you can't keep your heels flat, then you can rest your hands on the floor. So that helps you stay balanced. But try and keep your heels flat on the floor, hands together, chest up as much as possible, and elbows between your knees. Ready? Get down into it. It's tough. Good job. That's fine. Widen that stance a little bit. What was that?
I need to blow my nose.
Okay, that's fine. Try and hold that for 5. What's up?
Hey, grab a drink.
Yes. Okay, we're going to try that one more time. I know it's kind of funny, we're falling over, but I want you to focus on getting your elbows between your knees and try and balance, okay? I saw a lot of people that went down and they couldn't do it, so they kind of hung out around here and then stood up and acted like they did it. We're going to try and do this one and just sit down in that bottom, relaxing for 5 breath cycles, okay? Same pose. Ready? Begin. Try and widen your feet out a little bit and sink your hips down. Okay, on to our next pose. Standing on your mat still. We shouldn't be down on the mat unless we slipped and fell. The next pose is going to be our high lunge. Now, high lunge is meaning our back leg is going to stay straight. So I'm going to take my right leg, I'm going to step out in front of my body, I'm going to keep this back leg straight, and I'm going to reach down to my heel. Okay, with my chest up as far as possible, I'm going to reach down to my heel, sinking this hip down. Okay, hold that for 5. If you need to, you can put that back knee on the ground if you can't stay balanced, okay? Good job. When you're done with that 5 count, switch to your next leg. Good job. Okay. We're going to do the lunge again. This is going to be a low lunge. So you can, the point of this is you rest that back knee on the floor, but you're going to push your hips forward. So my back knee is coming to the floor. Notice that my body from my head to my knee and my back leg is in a straight line. And I'm going to push those hips forward and I'm going to reach for the sky. Okay, keep your toes on the ground. Hold here. If you can't balance there, you can put your arms out if that helps you balance a little better. Just getting that lunge. 5 counts each side. Try and get down into it. Okay. You want to do the chair pose again? Try and do the chair pose again then. If you don't want to do that one. Okay. Reach for the sky in a straight line. Get the mat over here. Grab your mat and come over here. Take your mat over here. Take your mat and come over here. Yeah, you and the mat right here. Yep. Okay. Now we're going to do our last standing pose. So everyone back up. Shouldn't be seated. This one we're going to start in our lunge position. Okay, you can turn your back foot outward slightly. You're going to lunge forward and you're going to reach down to that front leg with this arm over your head. Lunge position. After you hold that for 5, switch to the other side. You did both sides? No, you didn't. Go for it. You gotta try every one. Turn sideways. Turn sideways. Hey, do you have a brother?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Joseph.
I know Joseph. I don't know about that. When you're done, remember, stand up on your mat. Okay, the next pose. What's up? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. The next pose, we're going to start doing them on the floor. So, take a seat on your mat. Okay, respect those around you, okay? Okay, remember, we shouldn't be talking. Respect everyone around you. We're trying to have a nice, relaxing environment, okay? We're trying everything. I know it can be hard. I know it can be funny, but we're going to try everything. So the first pose we're going to do, we're going to call it the easy pose. You're just sitting cross-legged. So sitting like this, you can put your hands on your knees, and you're going to hold that, eyes closed.
Wait, can I do this?
Yep. You're going to hold that, eyes closed, for 5 breath cycles. Okay? Okay, now this pose, the easy pose, is going to be the pose that we come back to after we're done with each one. So when I'm done with another pose on the mat, what do I come back to?
Sitting.
Yep, just sitting like this, okay? Hands on your knees, relax, come back to that position, okay? The first one we're gonna do is gonna be the upward dog. Anyone know that? Yep. So, the upward dog, I'm gonna start here. My feet are gonna be flat on the mat. I might come in the middle to demonstrate this. Okay, my feet are flat on the mat, just like that, or off. My hands are underneath my shoulders. I'm sinking my hips through. If you need to, rest your legs on the ground too. That's okay. It can be hard to hold your whole body up. Okay, lift that head up. 5 breath cycles. You can rest your legs on the ground too. I want to see you do it. Arms straight. Oh, there we go. Five breath cycles. There we go. Return to the easy pose. Cross your legs. Okay, when you're done, where do you go back to? Where do you go back to? Easy pose. Say easy? Easy pose, okay. Okay, the next pose we're going to do is going to be the downward dog. So, I'm going to start. I'm going to come back to the middle. I should probably just stay here. I'm going to start on my hands with my feet on the floor, and I'm going to push my hips with my legs straight back to the sky. I'm going to push that weight backwards. Now if you notice, my heels aren't on the ground because I can't put them there, and that's fine. If you can flatten your feet, push back till your feet are flat on the floor. 5 breath counts, just like that. Try and keep your legs straight. Legs straight. There we go, push back. Hey, try and get those heels on the floor when you do it. Yikes. Ugh. Okay, return to that easy pose when you're done. Okay, the next one we're going to do is called, I've heard it called cat cow, I've heard it called cat camel. Yeah, everyone's giving me weird looks right now. It's weird, you might laugh, might look funny. So I'm going to start on all fours. My knees are on the ground, my feet are also on the ground, and my hands are on the ground. I'm going to try and stay flat like a tabletop right here. Now for cat, first we're going to breathe in for 4. And I'm going to arch my back up, bring my shoulders forward, and then out for 4. I'm going to rotate my hips back and invert my spine there. And push my hips back. So in is what? Cat. Out is what? Camel cow. I've heard it called both ways. Either way. Okay? So let's hold that for 5 breath cycles. Let's go. Arch that back up. Yeah, there we go. Breathe in.